Hello everybody and welcome to the Electronic Revolution Broadcasting Network, where tonight we're going to be having the TGL playoffs, first round, 8v8. Tonight's combatants will be Strike Force Rangers. They're coming in at the number 9 seed with a 5-3 record. And their opponents, the number 8 seed, Team Who, also coming in with a 5-3 record. So this should be a very, very close and exciting match between these two teams. Very evenly matched. These two teams have played prior, a couple times as a matter of fact, in a different league, and both matches went 3 rounds. Who took both of those matches 2-1. So we're anticipating a very, very close match. I'm Anger, your major host here, and tonight he'll be joining me in a little bit, but Cornet's going to be joining us. And also the man, the myth, the legend, the video master himself, Limek. What's up, Limek?
Hey, not bad. Hopefully I won't do the Darth Vader impression tonight.
Oh, what happened? Darth Vader impression. What happened? Oh, okay. I'm a little slow. I got my helmet on tonight. All right, so. Yeah, well, at least you're not out of breath this time, Limek. You sound very sexy and very sophisticated, so you're good to go, Limek.
Well, thank you.
All right, well, everybody's going to get set in here. We had some little minor server issues with the home team, but just besides casting, we also have e-rev servers, professional servers. So they're on the Electronic Revolution servers here, provided by Cornet. So thank you, Cornet, for that. That's why he's not here at the moment. He's setting that up, making sure everything is set correctly for these two teams. All right, we're going to talk a little bit real briefly about the 8v8, the teams in the playoffs right now. So we're going to talk about TGL, Total Gaming League here. And right now in the first round, we're going to have Team Rubik's taking on the number 16 seed, Death Before Dishonor. We also have the 8-9 matchup, which is going to be taking place right now in about a few minutes, Team Who and Strike Force Rangers. We have TG 7th, that's Bamando's team there, one of our fellow casters, taking on Defective Warriors. That's a 4-13 matchup there, TG 7th being the number 4 seed. We have Massive Unit coming in at the number 5 seed, taking on number 12 Infantry US. We have the beast known as NGA, they're coming in at the number 2 seed, taking on Element Zero at number 15. We also have number 7, the Armory, coming in, taking on Zero Tolerance tonight. Again, and they are the number 10 seed. K Thanks Bye, a very up and coming team there, coming in at the number 3 seed, taking on number 14 Violent Industries. And wrapping up the first round will be the match starting at 10:30 tonight, or as soon as this one's over. Team Origin coming in at number 6, going against number 11 Mace. So that's your first round matchups for the 8v8s. Now make sure you stay tuned to later tonight. I'll have the 6v6 TGL match. It may just be 1, it may be 2. It depends on the teams. So I'll have to take a look at that. Limek and I will decide which one's going to be casted. So we'll fill you in on that. Make sure you tune into the forums there at TGL. All right, right now we're going to talk a little bit about the map here. Again, this is Verdun, first week of playoffs. All right, so as hopefully we have the screen up. Hold on real quick here. They're just correct this here. They're just TKing me here. All right, if anybody's from SFR listening, please tell your team to stop doing this because it's irritating the hell out of me. All right, what we have here, we're going to take a look at the map here. We have the pack side going at Glacier Rim, and we have EU going to Valley Farm. And what's going to happen here, there's 3 neutral flags. We have Western Outskirts, Church, and Eastern Outskirts. Both teams will be trying to get the 3 flags in their favor to create a bleed. Even with 2 flags, they'll also create a bleed. And one of the key things you don't want to do is get caught up in your main. We've been on this map, seems like forever, Limek. I mean, I might as well buy a piece of virtual real estate on this map. Goodness, as much as we've been on it.
Yeah, it's a
But
very
we
popular
have
map,
the command.
especially for scrimming as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we have the commander's tools. What's going to happen is there's going to be an APC and a walker spawning, and the commander is going to have the M strike, the UAV, the orbital strike, SAT/scan, and also at their disposal the supply boxes for their armors or for their infantry reloading their rockets and ammo and whatnot. So again, these two teams getting set up here. I'm not sure if Cornet's ready yet.
Cornet is ready.
Alright, Cornet, welcome.
Well, until it's take 30 seconds off air, I'll load into the server.
Alright, well ladies and gentlemen, please stand by. We're going to take a brief break here. You're going to see the little graphic up. Limic's going to load in, and when we come back, we'll get a live on restart. Alright, welcome back now. Limic is in the server, so without the video guy we have nothing. So he's going to get set up here real briefly. Again, in case you're just joining us, tonight we have Strike Force Rangers against Team Who. And this is going to be a 8 and 9 matchup, so this is going to be a very, very close match. Again, if you're just joining us, I was stating earlier, these two teams have played before in another league, actually twice. And Team Who took both of those matches 2 rounds to 1. But with the playoffs, it should be a little bit different. Again, the scrotum sack is going to be a little tight. One win and you move on, and you lose, you're gone. That's it. You have to wait for Season 3 if there is a Season 3. Also, something new into this, TGL has implemented their new anti-cheat software, so this will be in effect for all the playoffs, not just for 2142, but also for Call of Duty. So that's going to be something to watch here and see how that works out with these teams, and see if we get any droppage or anything like that. Hopefully I can talk to an admin maybe a little bit about that, not the specifics about it, but maybe in the future cast we can get a little quick interview, so I'm hoping for that. In the meantime, Cornet, are you here today?
I'm here. I'm ready to go.
What's going on?
I just got the server all set up. Had to make sure all the demos and everything work. But it's good to go now. We are ready to go live when the teams are ready.
Yeah, I just want to, some of the community was hitting me up and wanted to say thanks to you and Limic and Fat Sacks for doing an outstanding job for the TPE tournament. Very well done. You guys casted your asses off, man. I think it was, how many casts did you guys get in a row there?
I believe it was 5, wasn't it, Limic?
Yeah, we had 5 casts in a row for a total archive of 1.2 gigabytes.
Wow, that's a big load, and thanks to the community also from e-rev, we've had just on that cast alone, that tournament, we had over 1,000 viewers watching. So without the viewership, we have nothing. So again, thank you to the community out there for doing a great job and being loyal to us and watching these matches. I know it gets a little tedious when you see the same map, but you know, it's always going to be fun times when you get two different teams on here. So again, we've done our best to cast new teams, and you know, we got a little bit of everything: new teams, old teams. So a little variation there, huh, Cornet?
Oh, definitely. I actually like Verdun. I can cast Verdun all day. This is actually the map we finished on with the Daggle versus Crimson match, which I'm not sure if you got to see that on the archive, but it was a great match. I mean, Crimson had it won, and Daggle somehow simulcapped both flags that Crimson had, and it was just all over, and they took it in overtime. Great. That was a great tournament. And here with this playoff match, I have a feeling, well, I can't really say that. I said that I'm not going to do predictions anymore because I'm always wrong. But I'm guessing that, you know, history is going to repeat itself, and I do think this will go 3 rounds. And I'm not going to say who's going to win because I'll probably be wrong.
Come on, put it on the table. Come on, Cornet.
All right, I'm going to say who in 3.
Okay, I'm going to go on a limb here, and I'm going to also agree with you and say who in 3. And I hope we don't jinx them because SFR is doing a last-minute strat. And they were telling me they weren't really prepared. And come on, guys, this is playoffs. You got to be somewhat prepared. So they're getting their people together here last minute. So hopefully they make a nice showing here. But Team Who didn't exactly prepare fully, you know, but they did scrim a little bit. So 'cause I know we scrimmed them on this. So, but I'll say them in 3, and should be very entertaining to see what the commanders do. All right, we're going to go over the starting lineups really quick here. It looks like everything is set up. We have EU is going to be SFR, and that'll be myself and Lymic covering that. And for the starting lineups for SFR, we have Bradley, we have Tipman, DFib Pilot, Dr. Froster, Maine, Jane Fonda, Smith, and an agent. What do you got for Team Who?
Over here on Team Who, we've got Scoop, Fried Pie Eater, of course, Cherokee, Protege, Goob, Zenon maybe? I'm not sure. Zalitak. Man, I'm not good at this. And Jego. Oh, that's Jello today.
All right, we're getting them, making sure all the teams are ready. Since it's e-rev server, Cornet will be doing the LOR, so I'm making sure all the teams are. All right, we gotta get this thing going. Now again, we're gonna have. Let's see here. Well, they're not typing back. Did you get anything? Okay, they're ready. So both teams are ready. Cornet, if you want to LOR. And here we go. You just did that last minute. All right, here we go. I'm going to be taking again the EU side alongside with Lymic. That'll be SFR. And Cornet will be taking the pack side. That'll be Team Who. All right, right now we have an agent in the APC, and we also have Bradley in the Walker. So there's your 2 armor positions filled there. People potting out for SFR all over Church, and what are you seeing over there with Who?
With Who, we've got Jego in the Walker. We had the entire other squad. They're actually running 2 squads with Who, and they had a whole squad full of the APC, which they all potted out. And the APC was just taken out, but Who does have their Walker actually behind Church, in between Western Outskirts and Church. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to stop him or not. It actually does look like he stopped. Maybe somebody laid some motion mines, but Jego is standing still right now. So we'll see how this works out. It does look like SFR got Church, but, you know, Who's on it? They have the flag surrounded. Go ahead.
Well, no. I was going to say it's very interesting. They must have watched Who in the last match because SFR brought their APC right up on Church, but this time Who took out the APC very quickly, so it was in the open, and that's what I was stating last time. Who didn't do, and actually they did a nice job of taking that APC out very quickly. But SFR has the 2-flag lead right now. Ticket count 96 to 92 early in the first round. SFR with the lead. What do you got?
Yeah, we still have the Walker sitting there behind Church, and Who was taken out on the Church flag, but they're making another push now. They've got their APC on the way, and the squad leader's in and actually just got out. I'm sure he's going to have some of his squad members spawn on him soon. We have Zalatek and Protege both down, so yeah, and they're starting to spawn right now on the squad leader to offer a little support. We do have 2 of the members from Who getting on Church flag. One was taken out, and the other was taken out, and the APC was taken out. Who's push was stopped once again, but the squad leader is still alive, and he's in between Church right now.
Okay, this is deja vu all over again, unfortunately for Who, because SFR has a height advantage, and they're just really knocking out that APC as soon as it comes into play near the eastern part or southeastern part of Church. Every time it gets in that position, the people up on the tower just take them out, so they're going to have to take care of that very quickly and make sure that doesn't hurt them towards the end of the first round.
Yeah, we just had Who. They were, well, they're still around. They're actually trying to get some reses off now, but right there by the Rorsch there at the Church in the front, it seems they're pretty much grouped up there. There's the squad leader and 3 of the squad members, and one of the squad members is pushing Western. I'm not sure if the SFR commander has spotted him yet, but he is actually getting on the flag right now, so if that SFR doesn't catch that, Who might actually take the bleed. It looks like they have a second member from Who getting on the flag. But if they get this neutralized and, you know, manage to actually get it up, they will have the bleed back on SFR. But, I mean, this is still anybody's game. It's still early. It's 70 to 79 right now in the favor of SFR. It does.
Yeah, SFR
Still
cleaned
in
that
the
up over there at Western Outskirts, and right now the APC is coming from Eastern, but this time he's being a little bit more hesitant. He's just staying around Eastern Outskirts right now. We do have a lot of infantry towards the south end of Church at the tower, but the Bradley in the Walker's just eating them up right now and doing some nice damage. Defib Pilot with a grenade on Fried Pie Eater, and supply box is dropping for the APC, where an agent is taking control of that area. Ticket count 78 to 65 in the favor of Strike Force Rangers.
Yeah, right now it seems Cherokee is doing everything right. I mean, he's spotting, he's getting those UAVs up, he's yet to die. But it just seems that Whose troops aren't able to capitalize on and get that bleed back in their favor. They're now down 16 tickets, 75-59. Bleed still on them. They do have a squad leader. Actually, he was just taken out. He was there at Church, but Zenon was taken out. So I'm sure they're going to make another push real soon.
Yeah, one thing, we have SFR member Defib Pilot is a squad leader up in the Eastern Outskirts area right now, in the broken building right now. But one of the things you were stating about Cherokee, he is a great commander. Just he doesn't get enough credit, but you know, what can you do? Right now, Team Who is leaving the Eastern Outskirts flag area now, trying to fight in between Church and Eastern. What are you seeing for your side over there, Cornet?
Yeah, Cherokee, I mean, talk about a great commander. I mean, he is still yet to die. I mean, he's got a UAV up. The entire SFR team is on UAV right now. But it's just like the Who team isn't being able to get it done. I mean, they know the enemies are there. I mean, they should have a good advantage, but Cherokee was actually just taken out by Bradley. But it does look like Bradley was taken out by, I missed who he was taken out by, but that push there to Eastern was stopped, and Who does have both their APC and Walker pushing up together right now. And we do have a squad leader with a presence in between Western and Church. I'm not sure what way they're going to go yet.
Well, you know, Cornet, this may hurt Team Who, because as I'm looking on the mini-map, I mean, they're just spread out everywhere. Some are at Church. We got the squad leader at Western Outskirts. This may hurt Who, because especially with the ticket count 66 to 38 right now, they need to focus on one flag and get that flag up as a team and try to get this bleed back in their favor and put it back on SFR, and they're just not doing that.
Yeah, it looks like they have tried it a few times, but SFR, I mean, they have such a good defense there at church when, like, say, Who tries to make it through to Western, half of the Who team is taken out on the way. So, by the time they get there, they're already, thin on their troops. And, SFR, they're doing great right now. They've got great cheers. You got Jane Fonda over there at SFR pretty much just, laying it down. We do have a walker, though, from Who on Western Outskirts right now, but it does look like the SFR commander knows he's there. Not sure if he's going to... Actually, it does look like he did take out the commander.
Yeah, this is interesting right here. APC going against a walker. You hardly see this that much, but Cherokee dropping the Skittles on the APC. Cherokee, nice work there on an agent, taking out that and giving... Oh, but Bradley comes over and cleans up the mess there left over at Western Outskirts and takes out the Who APC. So nice job by Bradley coming in. That could have been very negative for them. Who was almost on that flag.
Yeah, Who had their armor there. The flag was almost neutralized. It was a great try, but SFR once again shuts it down like they have been all around. They have a big lead right now. It's 57-18 in the favor of SFR. Lead still on Who, and I'm thinking now it's a little too late. I'm not sure Who will be able to recover from this, but hopefully they'll try to salvage a few points, and if they salvage some points and win next round, they could possibly get side choice. But the way SFR is playing, getting side choice in round 3, if it goes to the third round, is going to be hard because they're on top of their game today.
Oh, no doubt. Protege with a nice double kill on an agent with a Krylov and taking out DFib Pilot. So they are getting some kills, but right now ticket actually frags right now are 65-53. Not too bad. In the favor of SFR. Skittles dropping right now all over Eastern Outskirts. Ticket count 56-8, and we're just waiting for those last few tickets there for Team Who to go down. Second round's gonna be interesting, Cornette.
Yeah, there actually is an SFR presence here on Who's flag there at Eastern. Well, I guess it's a little late. They actually almost had the flag neutralized. But, it was so late that it didn't... Even if they did get it neutralized, it wouldn't have benefited them. But they did walk away with the win, 55-0 over Who.
Yeah, nice job by SFR there. And right now we're going to go to the e-rev scoreboard. We have Jane Fonda coming in at nice score of 21-7. Dr. Froster coming in at 7-8. And Maine coming in at 11-4 with the commander going to a total combined score of 27. What do you have for Who?
We had Fry Pie Eater led the pack point-wise, but Kill Death, he was only 8-10. Protege finished 10-11. Zalatak, 9-12. Jago, or Jello, that's right, I forgot his name is Jello today. 8-6. Goob, 6-4. Zenin, 7-6. Scoop, 3-9. And Cherokee, combined points of 10. All
right, well, real quick here, we got some quick shout-outs. We got one from Tipman from in-game. Shout-out to the almighty TK Shotgun. Okay, and we also have one from Sniper. Shout-out to Dago for winning the TPE 5v5 tourney. So, nice job by them. Do you have any shout-outs, Corner?
Yeah, so far I did get a shout out from the entire Mace team saying good luck to Who, but after that first round, Who really needs to pick it up. And just to remind everybody, you can find me in IRC right now on pound E-rev on the Game Surge Network. Be sure to send me a message. I'll be at the top there. It'll be e-rev cornnut. So be sure to send me an actual message. That way you make sure I don't miss your shout out.
Yeah, well, as we go into the second round, SFR pretty much has to do what they just did, just kind of flip it from EU to PAC. There's really nothing more than that. Maybe just not get too spread out, but they had a nice defense. But pretty much all the pressure is going to be on Who now. Obviously, they're going to have to win this round just to take it to a third and also to stay in the playoffs. What are they going to have to do, Courtney, on this round?
Well, Who definitely needs to try to get that church flag in the beginning. As EU, you do actually have a slight advantage, ever so slight. I mean, this is a pretty even map, but I mean, SFR, they're going to try to pretty much repeat themselves here and possibly take this in two. I mean, SFR's got to be proud of the way they're playing right now. I mean, both times they met before in previous leagues, who was able to take them out, and after that first round, I mean, that was an amazing showing. So we'll see about that. But I do actually have a shout out from Sinister to Sinister. Actually, he sent it from NGA, congratulating him on a baby girl. We've heard that one before, but I don't think we were sure if it was a boy or a girl, but at least I wasn't. It was a girl.
Yeah, cool. Also have a shout out from the Q from DWI. This is to Team Who. DWI is recruiting. Wow, just kick him in the nuts, the Q.
Also have plug.
I know. We also have one from Quick. Shout out to Team Who. Give them hell. We also have one from Victimized from Cogent. I guess this is the new Hot 5 team, or I guess they left Hot 5 and made this up. I'm not sure, but shout out to Team Origin. Good luck, and also to Cogent. Squirrel, learn to aim your gun. All right. So as we get ready here, look like SFR needed a 3-minute break, so we're going to be a little delayed here. Again, make sure you stay with us here on e-rev, as we're going to have the second of our doubleheader, Team Origin against Mace. Nice 6 and 11 matchup there. Team Origin coming in on the 6th seed, Mace coming in with the 11. So we haven't seen Mace this year. I don't believe we've casted him yet. I know we're getting a little tired of Origin, but hey, if you're doing good, and they always like to be casted, so they're good for last-minute casts, so I got to give them love. So they're going to come in on the second half of our doubleheader, Cornet.
Sounds good. I actually know a lot of those guys over there at Mace. Definitely good guys. Origin, though, they actually took out Massive Unit in overtime in that TPE tournament. I mean, they're a great team. So we'll see how that one goes. I do have a shout-out, actually, from somebody in Origin. Lucy sending a shout-out to Bud because he owns, but who's Bud?
Yeah, I got that one too. He made sure you guys' bases covered.
I hate getting... You didn't already say that one, did you?
No. No, he just sent it to me just to make sure he had his bases covered. He wanted to make sure he gets his little plug in. I'll also have one from Crazy Legs from Massive Unit. Shout out to SFR for screaming for the win. Little sarcasm there, Legs. Thank you. Alright, so as we get ready tomorrow for our 6v6, again, we're not sure who we're going to have, so make sure you tune into the TGL forums. It will be up tonight, who we're going to cast. We're not sure if we're going to have one cast or if two, depending on the matchups. I have to really look at them, myself, Cornut, and Limix, so we'll make sure that that gets posted tonight, and make sure I get with the teams. And it will not be Origin, because they are getting casted tonight. So we'll take a look at... There'll probably be like a 8 and 9 matchup or somewhere of that nature, like the middle tier teams. We'll get a good cast there. I got a shout out from Lucy again. Shout out to Anger because he owns. That I do. Thank you, Lucy. Alright, let me take a look here. I'm going to head on over to the TGL site and look at the playoffs for 6v6 as we're waiting here for these teams to get ready here. The one that looks really nice, though, Cornet, we have Team Crimson against Renegades at War. That's going to look nice. If Raw can take that serious, because I know they're getting tired of 2142, but if they can take that serious, that might be a nice matchup.
Oh, definitely. Who actually was taken out by FMJ in the TPE tournament? We just had them casted. And, FMJ is a good team too, but they didn't play like the Raw. I know, you know what I mean?
Right. I think I'm going to talk with them tonight, so if anybody from Crimson and Renegades of War are listening, please give me an X-Fire right now. Shoot me an X-Fire. let me know if you want to do that. We'll get that casted because that looks like very, very intriguing. We'll just make that the main event. We'll make that the only cast tomorrow. I know Crimson doesn't really like to get casted by us because it seems like we jinxed them. But hopefully they can come through with this and we can get that going. We're just right now. It looks like SFR is ready. Is who ready?
Who is ready? I've seen that. So you seen
Okay.
that? Oh, I guess we're gonna go live.
All right. Myself and Lambic will be taking EU once again. Team Who will be on that side, and Cornet will be taking SFR on the pack side. So in about 10 seconds, this Bloodfest will begin. All right. And here we go. Goob looks like he's going to get an APC. And we have Jago in the Walker, so pretty much the armor position still set, same as the last round. And they're taking off to their Gimme Flag Western Outskirts. What do you got over there, Cornut?
We pretty much have the entire team of SFR in the APC. It looks like right now they're potting out, trying to get up on the roofs, and the driver, Smith, actually taking out Zalatak. And it looks like he's trying to take on the Who APC, but, you know, APC battles never work out. But, as I say that, here comes Bradley with the Walker to help out.
Well,
Flag's
right
still
now,
neutral.
Oh, sorry about that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying that the church is still neutral, and the APC was taken out by Jello, sorry.
Yeah, Team
church
Who
flag
is-
still neutral.
Team Who is on the tower. They took a chapter out of SFR's first round playbook there, and they took out the APC as they took the height there on the tower. And right now, SFR is all over Church right now, and they get that up in their favor. Ticket count 96 to 98 early in the second round. What do you have, Cornet?
Yeah, we just did get SFR to get the church flag up, and it actually looks like it looked like their Walker was actually going to try to push Western, but he was met by the Who Walker, so looks like there might be a Walker battle really soon.
Yeah, the Walker battle on the south end, and Protege takes out Bradley there with a motion mine. And right now, Who is trying to get on the flag here, and they didn't get it neutral, so right now, SFR still has control of it. The APC is about to get artied as we speak. Getting amped, and here comes the arty. Nice job by Cherokee again, taking out Agent in that APC. Cherokee's very right on with that arty strikes on the APC tonight. Ticket count 88 to 91. Cornet, what do you have?
Yeah, it looks like we've actually got SFR trying to push onto Western. One of the guys were taken out, but they do still have Defib Pilot, the squad leader. He's still there behind a building. Some of his squad members are spawning in, and looks like they're pushing to Western, but I mean, I don't know if that's smart, because you know Who's got a lot of members around, I'm sure. Looks like they actually are kind of spread out now that Titman's spotting. Is Who pretty spread out?
Yeah, you know, this is what's funny is you're saying that around Church, they're spread out around Church. How come they don't just rush the flag? This is frustrating sometimes to see this, especially with teams that have been playing this long. They should just hit Church. There's no infantry. I don't see anybody from SFR around Church at all.
Yeah, it does look like they have a pretty big presence there by the Rorschach Church. But, I mean, why aren't they, you know, helping out the guy on the flag? It looks like Who actually had a member there at the flag, but the guys in the back just weren't giving him a hand.
Yeah, and just here comes SFR now. They're just coming in to clean up the area here at Church. And again, Team Who wasted a very valuable golden opportunity there at Church to take that flag, and they just waited way too long there to execute their plan. And ticket count right now 85 to 73 in the favor of SFR, and they're just all over Church. Battle between Who and SFR here at the western outskirts, and Church in between those broken buildings there. What do you have, Cornet?
Yeah, it doesn't look like SFR is pushing Western anymore. It looks like they're just pretty much putting up a defense, because last time they tried to push, Who actually started to push Church. Luckily, not all of Who got on the flag. I mean, if they weren't spread out like they were, I mean, Who would have gotten that flag from SFR, and they know that, so they're not going to make the same mistake again. They're going to, you know, they realized how fortunate they were, and it looks like they're just setting up a defense now. We do have Bradley and Walker.
Cherokee is
Go ahead.
dialing up Smith, Cornette. I mean, he's just lighting him up. That's Smith's worst nightmare is Cherokee, because he's just lighting him up with Skittles. And he just dropped him again outside of church.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you see the Walker battle or not. Hopefully Lyman has that one on video. Those
And
are
Jego
always
took
fun
out
to
Bradley
watch.
there. Oh, yeah, no doubt. Jego's doing a nice job in the Walker staying up there. He took out Bradley twice in this round. Ticket count 57-77, and Team Who better get on the ball and get on it quickly here, because time is wasting, and they're down by 20 tickets. What are you seeing, Corny?
It still looks like they're just putting up a defense there at church. They do have one squad leader. I mean, he's kind of walking towards Western Outskirt, but I mean, he's real hesitant. It doesn't look like he's going to try to push. But as I say that, it looks like the Walker from Who is going to join his infantry. They might make a good push here. Now here comes this looks like it's going to be a strong push by Team Who. But I don't know if SFR is going to be able to stop this one.
Well, I mean, if you're going to do this, put the APC right on the flag and just go, balls out here, because the Walker is helping them with the infantry push, but Skittles is dropping all over church, around the armor positions right now. Team Who doesn't have the flag yet. Infantry from SFR all over the flag, still just preventing Who from getting in that area. What do you have over there?
Yeah, that was an amazing defense there by SFR. I mean, Who had them outnumbered? I mean, but SFR was still able to take out Who and stop that push. Definitely a great job.
Yeah, nice job by Tipman. I believe he's the commander for SFR, holding on to that artillery just for the right moment, and that was a nice moment. The Walker's going down now, and it does. So ticket count 42-65, and again, Cornette, Team Who just looks a little baffled here. I'm very surprised again. Deja vu.
Yeah, we just had defib pilot getting a team kill there. Those are never good. He did follow it up with
a knife, though.
Yeah, he followed it up with the knife kill. So I mean, it kind of redeems himself. So.
Wow, Goob, defib pilot taking out Goob with the pylon there. Nice shot by him. And right now, ticket count 33-63. The margin is just getting bigger and bigger for Team Who to get over this hump here. And SFR is just really doing a nice job on Team Who right now. What do you have, Cornette, over there?
Yeah, it looks like they might be pushing Western, but I never know, because it's like they start walking that way, but then SFR just turns right around. So, you never know. They actually are kind of spread out right now. There is a couple guys on their own. It looks like they're going to group back up right now. So that's good. SFR realized where they were wrong, and they group back up, and it looks like they're going to make Who pay for trying to push now. But I do see Who does have an APC on the way, and the team does know it, so they should be taking cover any minute.
Wow. All I have to say is, I'm very, very surprised again. And 61-22 in the favor of SFR, just really laying the smack it down on Team Who, and just all kinds of arty dropping right now. Skittles, you got the armor pushing in on Team Who, and Who is just getting slammed here as they're pushing into church. And SFR doing a nice job.
Yeah, we've got the SFR Walker just kind of posting up at church now. He's going to make sure, they don't cap church. I mean, basically, SFR is just watching the clock. I mean, 56-15, they've got the lead. They still have the bleed on Who. And, this is why I stopped doing predictions. Look at me. I said Who in 3. They didn't even win a round.
Yeah. I honestly thought Who would change up the tactics and come out a little bit different, like, against KTB, I believe it was last time we watched them. And I'm just surprised again. And they're going to have to go back to the drawing board for if they do play next season. As we wind down 55-7. So it looks like SFR is going to be taking on the winner of Team Rubik's and DBD. So if Rubik's plays, if they do come out winning and they play SFR, I'd like to see SFR come out the same way they did here, because they'll give Rubik's a run for their money.
Yeah, SFR definitely played a good game. Ticket ticket count now 53-1. It's over now. Looks like the final score is going to be 51-0 possibly. Actually, who did get 3 kills there at the end? Final score 50-0. SFR winning in 2.
Yeah, nice job by SFR. And as we're going to go over the scoreboard, we're going to have to take a look at who would be Ironman of the match there.
You know, I was already looking at that, and with SFR, the first round we had Jane Fonda, you know, just lighting it up. Second round, we had D-Fib Pilot lighting it up. So actually, it looks like Jane Fonda actually did
Jane
pretty
Fonda,
well this round too. So
yeah, Jane Fonda was clutch all the way around utility person there. But for Team Who, we're going to go over the e-rev scoreboard. Goob coming in at 16-5. Fried Pie Eater going 13-10, and Z9 going 8-8 with the Commander Cherokee doing a nice job in the losing cause, but not enough to help there. Coming in with a total combined score of 14. What do you have there for SFR?
yeah, there at the end, Jane Fonda actually took, you know, ended up taking the top of his team there in the end, finishing 14-6. Agent going 11-9. Dr. Froster 12-7. D-Fib Pilot 16-8. Maine 8-6. Smith 8-7. Bradley 8-6. Titman the Commander, great job commanding, but you know, commanders never get the love. Maybe one of these days. I was actually thinking about giving the Iron Man to him, but he finished with a total of 34 points. You know, it seems I actually thought that round was going to be all D-Fib Pilot, but Jane Fonda actually took it there at the end. So we're going to have to give the Iron Man to him. I was going to recommend Titman. Yeah, well, that'll be my vote. But, you know, if D-Fib Pilot didn't get those team kills and kept his score up, I was actually going to try to give it to Titman, you know, to see a commander get it for once. But, you know, Jane Fonda came through both rounds. In the end, he made it up.
If anybody out there from SFR is listening, please have Jane Fonda add me, Anger, O-N-E, the number 5, the number 6, the number 2, so we can get him a quick interview, or add Cornut just with one N.
Yeah, I do have a late shout out here, congratulating SFR on the good teamwork from NGA Sinister, wanting to say nice win. And it was.
Yeah, we have one from Victor Lim. I'm not going to say the last name. I can't even say it. So from Dago, a shout out to SFR. They own all. We also have Squirrel coming in. I have shout out to Team Dago for winning TPE. Luckily, Hot 5 dropped out and didn't play them in the first round. And okay, hold on, Cornette. Let me get your shout outs. I'm going to give the info to the Ironman.
Sounds good. I don't have any more shout-outs, but we will have the Iron Man in here shortly. Looks like everybody from both teams already left, so if you guys have any shout-outs, now is the time to send them. But yeah, that definitely wasn't like Team Who. I mean, you know, it seems like the past few times we've cast them, you know, I've had high hopes, but it just seems like maybe they're not practicing like they used to. I'm not sure. I remember Team Who used to be really strong. Maybe they're just having a bad streak. I mean, everybody does go through those.
Well, they lost some players, I believe, when DWI formed back up again. A lot of their players from who their regular starters, some of them went to DWI. I know Timex and a few other ones went and started back up DWI, so I know that hurt their rosters there. But they still have some good players over there. Maybe it's just not gelling like you were saying, just in the streak, but hopefully they're really good guys over their team who I really like them, and hopefully they can get it back together if there is a Season 3. I'm not sure, but and that's another thing too, Cornette, since we're waiting for the Ironman. You know, I just, this game, I shouldn't say the game, I should say the community, just really just irritates me to no end with all these hacking people, man. Just people getting caught left and right now. It's just getting ridiculous. And, you know, if there is a third season, I just hope there's a way to police it a lot better, because it just takes the fun out of it, you know? Because there's just so many people, you just have to wonder about now, you know? Coming out of nowhere and just really owning it up, and, you know, come on.
Yeah, it's been, really out of control lately. I mean, it's starting to look like, Counter-Strike was back in its prime. I mean, it's too bad that it seems that this game is kind of taking that route, but at the same time, I mean, look at all of those that are getting banned. I mean, they are doing well. The teams, the anti-cheat teams, they're making a difference, getting rid of some of those players, but unfortunately, there might still be a few out there. I do have a late shout out here too, though, for you, Anger, from Victor, and I think it's the guy whose last name you didn't want to pronounce, just saying that he loves you.
Yeah, I know who he is. I've spoken to him before. I don't know. I'm not going to try. If I can't, it's my Mexican accent, man. If I can't say it, then screw it. I'm not going to say it. Hold on real quick. Let me see if he's in. Okay.
Well,
Hold on real quick. No, go ahead, Corny. I'll be right back.
Oh, I was just gonna say with your accent. I mean, it'd actually be easier to say that in Spanish. Would it be "imaquillo" or something? I don't know. Listen to me try to do that.
All right. Oh, I'm back. I'm back in channel. So whatever you said bad about me, Cornut, I didn't hear it, but I'll listen to the archive.
It's good you didn't hear it. Unfortunately, everybody else heard it.
All right. We got the Ironman of the match here. We got Fonda. What's going on, Fonda, from SFR?
Nothing much. How about you guys?
Well, the mystery is at the end here. We actually know now Jane Fonda is a dude, so congrats on that.
Back from BFV days.
All right. Well, congratulations tonight on a very, very impressive win. Cornet and I were just amazed how you guys, for not scrimming, you guys came out pretty nice. You guys looked very, very organized. Were you guys worried at all coming into this match?
I was. I heard that we had gotten stomped by these guys about twice before. Never played them myself. This is the first time I played Pro Mod in a while, but it's been fun. It was a good match. We all played well, so yeah.
Did you guys do any last-minute preparations? I mean, again, I know you guys didn't scrim too much, or if you did, I didn't see it, but did you guys just pretty much put everybody in a position, or do you guys have set positions at SFR with your team?
We usually most matches, we, right before it starts, about 5 minutes, we go ahead and decide what we're going to do and then put everybody in squads and do it, but I think they scribbed one team last night and got some ideas, and then today they got together about an hour ahead of time and put stuff together, and then we just did it.
Right on. Cornet, you have any questions?
No, I just like to say good job, and have you noticed this, Anger? His microphone is normal. Sometimes we get those Ironman in here, and they got the scratchy microphones, it's too loud. This is great.
Yeah, you actually divvied up some cash and bought a nice microphone there. We give you props on that, Jane Fonda.
Thanks. It's one of my first times using VIT.
Well, it's better than TeamSpeak. Just trust me. I've been in your TeamSpeak, and the first time I went in there, that thing just crashed, and it wasn't my fault, but we won't go there. Anyway.
User error.
Anyway, you guys, you're going to be playing the winner of Rubik's and Death Before Dishonor. Now, let's just assume that Rubik's comes out on top. I was telling Cornet, you guys are going to have to come out just as strong as you did tonight, and even probably a little bit more to give them, a great match. And you guys got prepared well. I mean, they're a tough team, so how are you looking forward to that?
Hopefully I'll be able to make the match, but it looks like it'll be fun. Try to have fun. Hopefully nothing's too screwy, but I like the idea of the new anti-cheat. Everybody will get a kick out of me mentioning that, but yeah, it should be fun. We'll try and practice some.
Did any of you guys during the match at all have any problems with the new AC software at all?
Nah, they just told me how to use it, and I set it up, and it's writing files right now. Looks pretty good. I hope it works better than Punk Buster, that's for sure.
No doubt. All right. On that note, I would like to thank Jane Fonda, the Ironman of the match, coming in, doing a nice job both rounds there. Not just KDR, but just being a utility player all around there. And as SFR takes out Team Who 2-0 there, and they're going to advance on to the next round. And stay tuned. We're going to have the second match of our doubleheader, Team Origin versus Mace. So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to go off the air for a little bit to get everything set up. So please bear with us and join us again. Cornet, you have any last minute words for this one?
Well, your dad from SFR wanted me to send a last minute shout out to you, Anger, thanking you for the tags, and glad that he gave up his place on the roster tonight for Fonda, which, you know, Fonda definitely came through tonight. Here he is, our Iron Man.
Yeah, no doubt. Fonda, you have any last minute shout outs, maybe to sponsors or anybody out there in the cyber world?
No, just SFR rules. Take easy.
All right. Limik, you have any last minute words, anything before we go and get ready for the next one?
No, I'm a man of few words.
All right, on that note, we'll say goodnight, and that'll be the end of the first cast here, the first of the doubleheader between SFR and Team Who, and SFR comes out on top 2-0. All right, stay tuned for the next match. Good night.